but the iPad is done on body heat. Oh shit. There we go, we're going.
Is that actually how that's done? Is like touch screens and stuff, is that by body heat?
It depends on the touch screen. Touch screens at work, for example, are purely done by pressure.
Right.
So you can tap them with pens and gift cards and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I think iPhones and iPads are done by body temperature as well. So if you're really, really cold, you actually can't use a touch screen, which is why they make like touch screen gloves and shit. I don't know if Samsung phones work the same way. I assume they would.
I think they have different types of screens because they have like the like stylus ones.
Why did you choke him out?
Because he was right in the way of the door.
Yeah, but you were behind him.
Yeah, I know, but like, I just didn't want to turn him around.
Open. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Central Rudshore.
Dude, keep
I'm doing a solo Let's Play while Oliver closes the door. Yeah, I'm good at this. We're going to the flooded district. We're already in the flooded district. Yeah, so Ollie, I have a question for you today.
Oh, yeah?
And it's one that, like, we've said on the show before that we both are big fans of musicals and we love musicals, and it's been, you know, musical theatre has been a big part of our lives, blah, blah, blah.
Musicals.
I can't fit in this door.
Crouch.
But we've never actually said on air what our favourite musicals are. So my question is, what are your favourite musicals?
See, it's an interesting question, Cotton.
Let's see if it pays off.
Isn't there a safe underneath that?
Is there really?
I feel like there's something underneath that train.
Yeah, because there's a chain here, so it would...
The chain train. Look up.
Huh?
I mean, oh, dude, careful. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe there's information about a safe in that train. Because you did pick up a letter just then.
Oh, that's true.
That you didn't read.
Well, fuck it. I can Google it later.
Yeah, so musicals for me are very much kind of the same as bands. I like specific songs more than I like the whole musical.
Yeah.
The only musical, and this is very cliche of me, but the only musical I really like almost all of is Les Mis. And a big part of that is because obviously I performed it at school. And I played Javert and all that. And I really love most of that musical. The only part I can't abide is the love story, because
No, fair.
I've never liked sopranos in operatic style things, and that's a very kind of opera musical in a way. Not so much as the Phantom of the Opera maybe, but the soprano in that is unbearable to me no matter who plays her.
It's true, it's a very annoying part.
I just don't like Heart Full of Love or any of that. But the rest of Les Mis, you know,
The end of that is very nice though, the whole the dream.
Yeah, no, like it has a lot of refrained music. Like a lot of music comes back over and over again with different words, but they kind of make sense with it. Like scenes that are sad will come back later on with the same tune, but they'll have a happier vibe to them.
Yeah, they're very good composers.
Yeah.
Schoenberg and what's the other one?
Clementine.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's not. But yeah, so I really like Les Mis. Pretty much all of it. Very colourful characters as well, which I like.
Very good characters. They all have well done backstories kind of thing. Like, book. I mean, it wasn't a book. It's a book musical, so it's got well written characters.
I like the Thénardiers especially. I think they're really funny characters, and Javert I think is a very kind of interesting character, which is why I always wanted to play him.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's actually very interesting in the novel. He's not so interesting in the... He's not as interesting in the musical. He's a very interesting character.
Well, yeah, I more meant in general as a character, because obviously having played him I did look into his backstory and like his mother was in prison at the time he was born and all this. It's very interesting. Another musical I like is obviously Phantom of the Opera. Very, very difficult part to do well.
Phantom?
Yeah. Like, there's very few Phantoms, personally, that I like.
Oh, I agree.
But,
you gotta do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's an actor's part, not a singer's part. That's the first thing.
But there are a couple of versions of some of those songs I really love, but it's really hard to find, like, the full musical that I would find palatable to watch the whole way through, because of the fact that it's really difficult to act. Count of Monte Cristo is another good one. It has
like
a lot of very good songs in it.
You like well-torn ones. You like you Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde's very
good. You
good.
listen to much. I know I showed you Raise a Little Hell from Bonnie and Clyde, but other than that, have you seen any of Bonnie and Clyde?
I don't think I've No, I don't think I've seen any of it apart from what you showed me.
It's a pretty good musical. It's got its moments, definitely. Like most Wildhorn shows, some of it is just like,
Yeah, I mean, my problem with Jekyll and Hyde, and we were talking about this on the train, is the fact that Facade is refrained like 4 times.
Like it's amazing because most of the principal stuff in that show is fantastic, but the chorus stuff is just like, kill me. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's another thing I like about Les Mis, actually.
Oh, there's a dog there? Oh, no.
Wow.
I apologize. I know you don't like seeing dogs die.
Yeah,
but
that was pretty sad. Yeah, another thing I like about Les Mis is the chorus parts are really good. Like
it's very strong ensemble stuff.
Like at the end of the day is such a good like moment when it changes the whole scene and like shows the passing of time just through the chorus. It's very clever.
This dog forgot about me.
I
know.
Yeah, what do you like?
I like a lot of things. Obviously, I was at college doing musical theatre, so I had to really like musical theatre, and I do. But I can't really narrow it down to like one favourite, because I go through phases, and a lot of the time my favourite is the one I'm in at the moment, so I don't have one of those at the moment. So my standard list is, in no particular order, Phantom, Les Mis are on there, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Last 5 Years, Jekyll and Hyde, and I swear I added another one to this. Sorry, I added another one of my favorites to this list a while ago, but I kind of forget.
I like some of Sweeney Todd as well.
Sweeney Todd's good. Sweeney Todd's a great musical. Sondheim is fantastic, but amazingly annoying composer.
Yeah, no, like some of the stuff in that is so technically difficult.
I mean, my cousin, who's like a musical genius, one of the best musical directors around, I swear. He's musically directed so many shows, and he says that the hardest one he's ever had to do is Into the Woods by Sondheim.
Sondheim is just so
it's just an intensely difficult show. But yeah, those shows are fantastic. But actually, fun fact about Sondheim, and if you have listened to Sondheim, you will probably realize this. Like, this will make sense to you. He writes drunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, he writes everything drunk.
Absolutely, I can believe that.
Yeah.
Like the way melodies overlap with each other, and there's
rhythms.
there's a lot of dissonance between them sometimes.
Yeah. Don't think he's ever written a song that's in like a normal time signature.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Ernest Hemingway, the author, was always pissed when he was writing.
It's a cool thing. It's a weird thing about art. Some people
just
do that.
work well when they're fucked up.
But have you listened to much The Last 5 Years?
I don't think I've listened to any, unless you've showed me any.
Fantastic musical. I've probably explained it to you before, but for anyone who doesn't know, I'll explain. It's a 2-person cast. It's written by Jason Robert Brown, who's a fantastic modern day composer. He wrote it about his ex-wife, I think, his past relationship. And I don't have the key for that yet.
What about the chest behind you? Is that locked as well?
Nah, that's not. And yeah, so it's about a relationship which turns into a marriage, which then ends up falling apart. And that's not a spoiler because it's so geniusly done. I don't know if I can say geniusly, but it's so cleverly written. You never see the 2 people on stage at the same time. You never see Jamie and Kathy on stage at the same time, apart from in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
Because when you see, this whole show is a series of solos. Oh fuck. The whole show is a series of solos, and
I love that guy was saying, for your next trial, you must move unseen as you walk into the room as an assassin.
I know, right? And whenever you see Jamie on stage, he is in the relationship, he's in the story from like start to finish. But when you see Kathy, she starts the show at the end of the relationship and works backward. And they meet in the middle at like the proposal, I think, or is it the marriage? I can't really remember. But it is a fantastic show. It's so well done. If you ever have the chance to listen or see that show done,
you should heal and grab that.
It is so well done. And the music and lyrics in it, just so clever.
Something you reminded me of when you said Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm not a fan of the whole show.
Yeah.
I think the characters are very, very interesting. I just don't really like the music that much.
Right.
But Steve Balsamo singing
Gethsemane
is so good.
Steve Balsamo is like the best Jesus ever, and he's one of the best rock singers around, but he just doesn't ever sing.
Yeah, like every now and again I go back and just watch him sing Gethsemane. I think it's like 2004, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's like the first option that comes up on YouTube when you search it up.
Yeah.
It's like mind-blowingly good. It fucking kills me every time.
Yeah.
I just sometimes have to go back to it, even though I'm not a huge fan of it.
Fuck this guy. So casual. He's like, I'm going to avoid Corvo by never having my back to him.
No one
Only
can
my
choke
side.
me out.
I'm going to... Oh, I can't
Dude,
even
you can't
loot
even
him.
pickpocket him.
Fuck
Oh,
off,
God.
mate.
Dude, that assassin was so ready for you.
He had my number. Where is he even?
Dude, he's more like rehearsed than Dowd at being an assassin. It's impressive.
Fuck.
He should be running this operation.
Mash R2. D2. Great impression of R2D2.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Jekyll and Hyde is a fantastic show, but it's also a terrible show.
Yeah. Dude,
there
fucking Hasselhoff.
There are
the Hoff
the Hoff
himself.
He just can go fuck himself. He should never have been allowed to sing or dance or anything. Only run on the beach.
Only in slow motion. But do you know what? Jekyll and Hyde? That was no run on the beach.
Yeah, he comes out. I don't know if anyone's seen this. He comes out at the end of the show. If you watch on YouTube, it's all there. And he's like, well, that was no run on the beach. And it's like, for fuck's sake, what are you even doing here? You shouldn't be a part of this.
It's so great. I'll see you there, Jekyll.
It's just all a mess, isn't it? But no, the thing about Jekyll and Hyde is Jekyll and Hyde stuff is great. Like whenever it's either of those characters, it's fantastic. Whenever it's anyone else, it's like, this is too much. Like I think he wrote it. Don't quote me on this. I think he wrote it for his wife.
Yeah.
Like Phantom was written for Thingy.
Yeah, I love Thingy.
Yeah, for Sarah Brightman.
He can still see because he's...
No, I assassinated
Why
him.
did you kill him?
Because.
You could have just knocked him out.
Nah, fuck that.
Jesus, dude. Oh yeah, you know, we're gonna try for the good ending. Stabs Dowd in the throat.
Well, yeah, but you can have this fight with him and then like end it out there, and he talks to you about Emily and the Empress.
Yeah, or you could have just done what the thing said on the screen, taken his pouch and left.
That's true. But I wanted revenge for my Empress, so I did it. I killed him. Judge me if you want. I don't give a fuck.
I'm judging you now.
Good.
Carry on what you were saying.
Yeah, so there are like, I think it's, I can't remember her name, the girl who's the prostitute in Jekyll and Hyde.
Nice.
She has like...
Lucy?
Lucy, I think, yeah. She has so many solos that are like the exact same.
Yeah, it is not necessary. You're being looked at by an assassin right now.
No, I'm not. Oh, fuck.
Dude, these assassins are onto you. They know.
They are onto me, and I will destroy them. I thought that was a safe. God damn it.
I had one more thing I wanted to say, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, just look up the confrontation from Jekyll and Hyde. That's a good song.
Like amazing, but
if it's done well.
But overdone and
yeah.
stuff. It's
but
annoying.
It has to be done well, and if you haven't heard it before, then it's not overdone because you've never heard it before.
Yeah, it's amazing if you've never heard it before.
Like I wouldn't go back to it probably myself. I've seen it many times by many people, but if you've never heard the song and never seen the musical, watching it the first time done by someone who knows what they're doing, it's astounding.
One of the best pieces of music. One of the best pieces of musical
killer
theatre.
of the Emperors, face first in a wall.
Yeah, definitely one of the best pieces of musical theatre of all time. Very well written.
There's a safe somewhere in this building, by the way.
There is. I think it's downstairs.
Yeah, it's like back near the beginning, I think.
Yeah. I will unlock it and complete this bit next time. We will get Corvo's vengeance because he's been dishonored once and twice in this game.
So tune in next time to see some safe cracking and dishonoring.
Yeah. Bye bye. Good night.
Dying light.